Okay, let's go.
Welcome to the Soy Podcast.
The Soy Podcast.
Bringing you uncensored topics and conversation from individuals on any and everything. The show will deliver insights from local music scene, food, events, and many more. Powered by Aku Media.
Aku Media.
Hosted by Soy.
Hosted by Soy.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
Welcome everyone to the second episode of the Soy Podcast. With me today are very talented DJs and music producers. We welcome you, DJ Cplaya, DJ Booyaka, and Patrick Spillers. Hello guys, welcome to the show.
Hello, and thank you for inviting us.
Can you guys introduce yourselves? Let's get started with Pat.
Yo, it's your friendly neighborhood DJ, Patrick Spillers. DJ / producer, producing since like 2014, 2015. Started DJing professionally since 2015. That's, yun. It's been history since then.
DJ Boo.
DJ Booyaka, artist name BooyakaMix. Been DJing a long time and also been producing a long time, but not only really release music around the pandemic area.
Yeah, Cplaya, rapper / producer and then / DJ. You know, nag-start akong nag-start ako as a rapper talaga. So before tayo na and then hanggang sa nakilala ko si Kuya Kiko sa Regent pa nun. And then hanggang sa nakapasok kami ng AC Underground, and then umalis si Kuya Henry, kinuha kami ni Kuya Kicks, and then nag-start ako doon na as assistant niya. So hanggang sa naging full-time producer, sound engineer, and then hanggang sa nakapasok sa DJ, pag-DJ.
Alright. So, DJ Patrick Spillers, can you tell our listeners a bit what the journey of your music production?
Music production.
When did it start?
Parang actually, it just started as a challenge from my cousin. Parang sabi niya sa akin, I love music, kasi doon ako lumaki, nag-start ako. Yung daddy ko kasi before, nagdi-DJ din sa mga sayawan, they call it terakan pa nun, di ba? Sa mga bar yun. Tapos yun, parang challenge lang ako ng pinsan ko na parang, download mo to, try mo, tignan natin kung anong magagawa mo. Kasi parang naglalaro lang ako ng mga beatmakers dun sa computer. So pinag-download sa akin yung FL Studio. Doon na ako na-introduce sa FL Studio. Tapos yun, non-stop na.
How about DJ Booyaka?
Well, I started making music in some old PC called MIDI Orchestrator Plus. That was a really good software. That was back in the 90s. But releasing music in the 90s was really hard compared to now. And then I also moved up to using Acid Pro. And then after Acid Pro, I moved into using, FL Studio. And I started using Ableton, but I preferred Ableton more than Acid. And then sometime around when the pandemic hit, that's when I actually released music professionally, because the playing field has changed compared to back in the old days. Now it's so easy to put out music. Before it was really hard to release music if you didn't have a record label, but now you don't need a record label. You can do that all by yourself, so it makes it much easier. The playing field has gotten so easy that you can make a music today and be out next week, or if you get more money, you can have it out in the next day. Yeah.
How about you, C-Play?
Yun nga, yung nasabi ko nung una, nung kinuha kami ni Kuya Kiko sa AC Underground, na nag-produce siya ng Kiko Man Production. Doon nagsimula yung Kiko Man Production. Tapos nagtayo siya ng studio. And then ako yung unang assistant lang talaga. So tumutulong, and then hanggang sa naging sound engineer. So kaming nagre-record sa mga local rapper natin dito sa Pampanga. And then, hanggang sa, syempre, gumagawa na rin ng nag-umpisa ako gumawa ng instrumental beat para sa mga rappers gamit FL Studio. And then, hanggang siyempre, gamit namin sa Logic Pro hanggang sa napag-aralan ko yung ng Logic Pro. Pero mahirap nung una siyempre, kasi PC user and then bigla kang magma-Mac user. So, napakahirap. And then, pag naman sa yung kay Kuya Boo, same Acid Pro, gumamit din ng ganun. For remix, pag nagre-remix ng mga kanta.
Great. So, these guys are another yung questions for you. What does music production mean to you? Para sa inyo. So, Boo?
For me, it's like when you have like a nice idea and you want to just make it. And then before I did a lot of remixes, or what you would call actually bootleg, because a remix you need to be actually given the permission to, given the, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? For it to be a remix, someone needs to give you the
Stems.
No, not the stems. What's the word?
Copyright?
No. They give you the authority,
Permission.
permission.
Yeah.
If you don't have permission, it's called a bootleg,
Bootleg.
right? So yeah, I did a lot of bootleg, and then that actually kind of the reason why I sort of stopped making music, because I had like a lot of bootlegs up on SoundCloud and they all got taken down, and then you just feel really bad. You know? You're like, all those things that you made, you're like all down the drain. And then it's only like you said, after the pandemic that I started making music again, and then released it as original music. I didn't do any bootleg. So yeah.
Okay. How about you, Pat? What does music production?
Parang yung sinabi lang ni DJ, parang pag may idea ka, yung DAW mo, which is the software you use, is yun yung canvas mo.
Yeah.
Magpe-paint ka lang.
So
yung
it's
idea
it's
na nasa
art
utak mo,
style.
ilalabas mo. That for me is music production.
So, guys, what are the essential tools and equipment you use, like apps and all? So, Pat?
Patrick.
What's your gear?
I mean, the gear and software do you use?
Well, you gotta have decent speakers and a decent computer. That's number one, because. But then again, nowadays, you can also just make it with. You don't really need speakers. You can have a headphones, a decent headphones. You can start making music. But you need a good DAW. So it doesn't matter what DAW it is, as long as you know how to use it. So it can be like, he's an FL, he's a Logic, I'm a Ableton user, but I've used all the DAWs. But like I said, it's all about learning how to use it, so you know where all the tools are, and you can work
Know how
fast.
to utilize them all.
So, guys, what are your creative process for doing a music production? Or how about Cplaya? Can you share?
Process? Actually, kung ano lang maisip na
Parang-
kung minsan kasi, yung pagpuproduce ng music, hindi rin naman kumbaga, continue learning. So, hindi ka pwedeng mag-stay sa isang so kailangan mo rin kumbaga,
Tuloy-tuloy, along the way, nag-aaral ka pa rin.
Yeah.
So,
It's
habang
you're learning every day. Like if there's like so many techniques and you
Yes.
can't really, and then
Marami.
not all the techniques you can use on a one track, and then you might see something or
Tama.
hear something that inspired you to try and make something, and you sit in front of the computer for like so many hours.
Trying
It
to
might
figure it out.
try to figure out. It might turn out something good, or it might just be crap, and
minsan
forget about it.
You're gonna hear some songs in the club, tapos parang ang ganda nung ginawa niyong
Oh.
LFO nung mga synth
Yes,
niya.
yes.
Parang i-figure out mo nun pag-uwi mo.
Paano niya nagawa
Paano niya
yan?
kaya nagawa yun? Uy, may idea na ako.
Yeah.
Paano ko gagawin to? Ganun.
Mm.
Tatry mong i-replicate. Minsan
Yeah.
ganun din eh. Actually, kahit sa mixing and mastering ng songs, yung mga tao gumagamit pa rin sila din ng reference. Mga
Yes.
reference.
You need a reference track. It just makes. Kung wala kang reference, you're like working blind. So
parang
working with a reference makes it much easier.
May guide ka, pinaka-guide talaga.
So guys, how do you balance being a DJ and being a music producer? Yeah, how do you balance it? So, share it.
I don't think you really need to balance it because producing is just something you do in your spare time.
Yes.
Like, and then DJing is something you do, like for some people it's like they make a living. But if you're a DJ producer as well, it's good because like you can make something and then you can test it out to see if people like that. The way they did it back in the 90s with some of the big DJs, because they would make music and play it at rave parties, and if it got like really good attention, then it would be on vinyl probably like a few months later, and then there'd be like 100 copies of that flying around. They would release it, yeah. But then if they play in front of people and it's not getting the vibe, no release. Yeah.
So guys, any advice or tips to young music producers that wants to be like you guys? So any advice, Cplaya?
My advice is make music and release it. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Ako din, yun din. Just don't stop making music.
Yeah, ganun din sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lang. Ano lang, parang anong tawag dito, yung okay lang kung may hindi maganda yung gawa kasi on the long process naman matututo ka rin and then mapapolish mo yung gawa mo, kumbaga tuloy lang kasi kung hihinto ka, syempre wala naman mangyayari doon. So tuloy lang kung may gusto kang gawin, may gusto kang i-try, and then gawin mo lang, and then mga friends mo, may mga kaibigan ka, parinig mo, and then maririnig ng mga kaibigan mo, and then kung ano nila yung parang yung comment nila. So either positive or negative, take it kasi doon ka rin matututo kung ano nila sa'yo, and then mo lang, ayusin mo lang talaga kung ano.
So guys, we're having a NoRequests event next month. So what can we expect from you guys during your set on the NoRequests event?
Some new tracks I've been cooking on, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many tracks are you gonna?
I'm probably gonna be testing out probably 3 or 4 tracks. This NoRequests that I just finished cooking up.
Okay. How about you, Pat?
Well, I haven't actually picked or yung mga kantang ipi-play ko kasi pagka ganyan sobrang meticuloso ko pagdating sa tracks na pinipili. Especially pag NoRequests. Napapansin nila, malalim talaga yung mga piniplay ko. So, di pa ako umaabot dun sa nagre-ready ako
ng track. How about you, Cplaya?
Ako, malamang lilibot-libot lang.
I think he might perform actually. I think he's gonna perform.
Magchichill lang tayo doon.
So, support natin yung mga kasama natin.
Kaya, chill muna tayo. Chill lang tayo.
So, thank you guys for sharing your insights and experiences. Why don't you invite our listeners and viewers to our NoRequests event month? So,
okay, this coming August 20, NoRequests. Pang-ilan na ba? Apat? Pang-apat na to, no?
Yeah, NoRequests 4.
Dito balik tayo sa may natin, home base natin sa function hall ng Coffee Cat. So
August 20.
Yeah, August 20.
Be
Guys,
there.
see you. Masaya
the party.
Nadagdagan kaming mga DJs, so mas dumami kami, mas mahaba yung enjoyment, mas mahaba yung party.
2 venues.
As in, till the break of dawn talaga to. Alright, so kita-kits tayo doon. Yeah.
thank you guys for watching and listening to our Soy Podcast episode featuring Cplaya, DJ Booyaka, and Patrick Spillers. Up to the next episode. We'll see you there. Bye.